That's ominous music. Cue. Today we're going to be painting some high-up fleets and one special item. The winner of last month's painting contest that we have on Discord, which I still haven't done the video for this month because I am so behind. He made a bust of my channel icon, so we're going to paint that first. We got some white bat music in the background. It's a real ominous one tonight, I guess, while we're doing some high up fleets. All right. We're going to start off with the black first. Starting off with the black. Hey, hey, Tanzagor lover, how you doing? How you doing? Hoping you're having a good night. Having a good night. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this. That is a bust, you see. Ah. See if I can hook the whole thing in here. I can. All right, we're gonna start off with this tonight. Gotta crack open my what's this called, Floyd. Do a boop. There we go. Just one little drop. Yes, I said it in the very beginning, but this was made by one of the channel watchers, the person who won the contest last month, decided to make a bust for me. So we're going to have some fun with this first. I wanted to do this like a week ago, but just so much stuff. So how's everybody else doing out there tonight? Everyone have a productive Monday? Let's turn that up just a hair. He'll probably blow us out here in a second. Yeah, there we go. A little bit loud now. Good job. Finish this black before I mess with that again. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Turn that down. I made it through the day, and I'm not dead or in jail, so that means that is a good day. Doesn't take much to make me happy. Oh man, these little things take up so much room on this desk. There's only 22 of them, but good lord, it looks like there's 50. All right. Let's do some skin. Hey, Terrainaholic, how you doing tonight? Well, thank you. What are they? What are what? Oh, all the stuff back there. Those are hoverboard riders or hellions. So we're gonna knock this guy out first, and then we're gonna get over to those. Actually, I'll tell you what. I'll just do the green on this guy, and then we'll go over to do some hoverboards. To the opposite of this every morning. Music's jarring tonight. All right, let's turn that down a little bit. All right, I think we just need to change the tunes. That's what I get for trying this one. Let's do videos. Let's find a good playlist of his. Did that already. There we go. We'll let that commercial play out. So yeah, it's I'm worried about air conditioners going down tomorrow. Yay. All right, where'd it go? There it is. Let that cook for a second. All right, let's get this guy off here. I'll finish this later. Oh yeah, that would suck. Okay. Let's start on these. Ta-da! Got our hoverboard rider. So again, we're gonna go through the flesh. We're gonna go through the leather and the armor. And if you guys didn't see the post I made last week, this is how those witches ended up. Very Joker-esque. So we'll keep going with that. We got Shamrock Green and Purple Swarm and Peachy Flesh for those. And then the pieces of armor that were not like the normal stuff. Like this one here, got a bronze face mask. So we'll do some stuff like these here. We'll do some extra armor highlights on those. And in the spirit of trying to get things actually done tonight, I'm gonna do. Let's do 5 of them. Pick 5 interesting ones. 3, 4, and 5. We don't have this helmet. All right. And the rest, I only have a box for these yet, so we'll just push those back. Just get back there. Here we go. So I have had a busy weekend. We recorded a battle for next Wednesday, so like a week and a day from now, we got a battle that we recorded, and then I did 2 tabletop simulator tournament games this weekend. One of them was the UK one that I posted already today. And then the other one was for the Nexus one, Nexus Intergalactic Tournament, which will go up tomorrow. And then I have the painting video, or the Discord paint video that will go up Thursday? Yeah, we'll do Thursday. Get one click in. Oh, is it not being crazy? There we go. And Wednesday is something a little special. After looking at tons of comments and stuff on it, I've redone the tier list. So that will be coming on Wednesday. There's not as much skin on these. Better rating for doors? Yeah, well, yeah. I forgot what I rated them at before, but we rated them pretty good. Well, there's a caveat. There's a certain unit that we rated an F for the dwarves that other people seem to love, but we rated it an F because every time we use it, it's terrible. I don't want to spoil it, but you'll see that Wednesday. Oh yeah, there's lots of different prints for these. I'm using an older Games Workshop one that I've just had forever, but you could get them the 3D STL files for them. All you need to do is just put a rubber band on it, and it works. Just to hold the teeth together. See, I'm too violent to use the blue tack when I paint. I knock everything off of there. I was using that when I did the ogres for 10mm, and they just kept bouncing everywhere. Some fittings to vent in a window. And hey, there you go. That's a great way to start it. Put it to like work immediately. Cool. I didn't know he did STLs. Is it just a bad USB stick, maybe? So, what kind of fun stuff are we going to talk about tonight? Hmm. No, I've not delivered any more babies lately. I am hoping that was just a one time or random thing. Very much hope I never have to go through that again. You can kind of see the butt cheek. Yeah, maybe not. There we go. So when's the Grok gonna start? Well, he does paint already, but he paints his own stuff over there. Let's see. Like this is one of his. Rar. Yeah. Then he's got some mech things. I think I got this from a dollar store. He was like, "Daddy, it looks so cool." I'm like, "Okay." I got it. It was like $2, and he decided he wanted to paint it this color. So yeah, he is mostly into his tablet nowadays, but occasionally he'll get the wild hair to come down here and paint with me. And then when he's down here, he likes to tell me all about Roblox. I'm like, okay, gotcha. Okay. All right, next color. Let's go right into the leather work, which is for these guys going to be green. I need to put them in order since there's only 5 of them. I don't know if there will be enough time for them to dry in between. So we'll go. The mess of a pile back there. Next, we're going to go Shamrock Green for the leathers. Maybe a little bit more green. There we go. All right, now the hard part is figuring out what's leather and what is actually armor on these. Hell yeah, we're styling. See that part's leather. It's not really much. It's mostly straight armor on these guys. We'll say that's leather as well. Yeah. We'll do that strap over there too. That's something around his arm. We are definitely going to see in a couple weeks how many heads these wings take off. Oh, how did Mr. lost his key shit? Oh, I was mean when I came in there the next day. Oh, I was so mean to him. He continued to call me every 15 minutes until about 1 o'clock in the morning. So when I got in the next day, I just let him have it. Honestly, surprised I didn't get yelled at for that one. Right. No, it wasn't life and death. He was just drunk and lost his keys somewhere and expected me to come out there and let him in. It's like, we don't do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he could have definitely gone somewhere else. Hola. There's not much leather on this one at all. That's fine, I guess. What minis do I recommend for the ghostly undead? For mine, I used for the ghosts. I think it was Highlands Miniatures has a ghost unit. He might have more now. And then for most of the other stuff, I used Heroes Infinite. They have a nice collection of stuff. I don't think they have everything. I kind of tailored what I brought around what they made when I did my Ghostly Undead army. But they got quite a bit. That's true. It can be any mini, just painted like blue and white or green and white, depending on which kind of ghosts you want to go for. Yeah. Okay. Parabellum Ward Gunner. I've seen the models. I've seen a lot of orcs. I couldn't tell you specifically if it was the same one. Yes, I have seen those. When I did my Depticon video, those I was walking by the that's for Conquest, right? I was walking by their booth. That the T Rex caught my eye. The T Rex with the orc and made me just absolutely stop in my tracks. It was like, what is this? I freaking need it in my life. So yeah, I got a good picture of that. Speaking of orcs, I'll give you guys a little sneak preview of the next thing I'm doing. Haha! And then I'm also going to replace all their heads with these. Because these, continuing on the theme with my Mad Max orcs, this army list is going to be based on the buzzards. So it's going to be just straight rust, and buggies and trikes are going to have spikes all over them. Yeah. Yeah. That's the plan. I'm just waiting on the I'm waiting on the OPR release for this month. Because that one's got all the trikes and buggies in it. I need trikes and buggies in my life. Yup, and Morgan Joe. If you go back and watch like the very first videos I put out, it was my Mad Max orcs. And then when I did the Orktober tournament last year, I think it was last year, it might have been the year before, I had all of my different orc tribes fight each other. Hey, look at you. That's awesome. Yeah, there's some transfer game that is really good as long as you can get the stuff out of the transport before it goes boom. Yeah, the different orcs I have in the garage right now that I haven't like lost or given away or sold. Like, so let's see, I got my war boys, which are the ones led by Morgan Joe, and then I have my bird boys, which are loosely based on the birdmen from, I want to say Zap Brannigan, Flash Gordon. Then I have the Junker Boys, who are based on Scooter from Borderlands. I got the Swamp Goblins. And then I have just a general Speed Freak army, which I don't know. They kind of blend in They're just green-skinned war boys to me. I've got my orc planes. I got the green baron out there. Yeah. Uncle C kicked the box underneath the game table. What was it, Saturday? And he goes, "What's this?" I'm like, "Oh, that's my orc overflow." It's like, what the hell's an orc overflow? That's everything that I've painted and printed, or printed and painted that didn't really have an army for it to go into. So it's just down there. That's where like the Squigoths live, and you know, Battle Wagon 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stuff that just yeah, they breed like fungus. Yeah, stuff that I know that I won't play a game big enough to bring them out, and even if I was to play a big enough game, they're not exactly to the standard I want them to be. So one day, maybe, if I stop doing an army week, or if I get to a point where I just have everything, so I can just build different themed armies just out of what I have, I could pull some of that stuff out and repaint it. No, I could. Not only because that would start to get old. Those games take a minute. Yeah, 3K does seem pretty nice. $3K does seem pretty nice. Well, the thing is that I like to have parity between Age of Fantasy and Grimdark Future. And I don't know if you guys have tried to play a Age of Fantasy 3,000 point game. Even at 2,000 points, I'm pushing like 100 something models for some of these armies. So, at 3,000 points, it'll be. Oh, God, I don't even know. Like my fantasy orc army I have there right now, I know they would not fit in the deployment zone at 3,000 points. Well, yeah, I mean, I could give them some big stuff, but I'm the kind of player that if you tell me I can take like 18 activations, by God, I'm taking 18 activations. No, it's not. You know, what's funny is I've been talking with some people about some stuff on Titan Lords, and so I have a feeling we're going to see some changes. In September, after the refluffening, Titan Lords might actually become viable. Um, like the stuff that are made by just the like the Patreons. I've done some of the like official creator armies. I have, I think I have two of them on the wheel right now. They just don't come up. I have Rise of the Necro Farmer and the one that has all the dragons. I forgot what they're called. Well, the one that has like the little kobolds running around with guns and the big dragons with siege engines on their backs. Like, I bought all the files for those. I have them ready to fire off, just waiting for that to come up. Yeah, like the smallest unit for them is like 500 points. I think in 2000 I was able to squeeze four of them in. Smallest melee is only 350. Yeah. Yeah, but I took the shooting ones. So, yeah, I mean, you could, yeah, 350. So, 2000, you're only allowed to take three of those. There's 1,000 points right there. Yeah, just like I said, there's going to be some changes. Yeah, keep hitting these wings. Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. I'm going to have to start back up the long videos again, going over the armies. Those are the vids that got your sub. All right. Yeah, moving into this year, I was like, I want to do different themed armies because there wasn't like enough changed to do that again with all of them. But after the refluffs, absolutely I will. Yeah. I keep moving myself to different spots on the screen. You can play a baby titan. That's the thing. I want them to be good because I have 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 knights out there that I want to use. They're just sitting in a box. Okay. I pulled out 5,000 points of them for that big 30,000 point battle we had on New Year's, and they kind of got rolled. Okay, what shall we do next? Let's do some. Let's see. What should I should do some crazy colors on the pipes. Hmm. What kind of obnoxious color should I do? Like the engine housing in the middle. Like the wings are just gonna be. They're gonna be silver colored, but the engine housing in the middle can be something. Let's think about that while I go around and do the helmets and stuff. Let's tentacle pink, blaze orange. Oh, see? Or if you want jarring yellow. Okay, let's think about colors here. Green and purple are kind of close. Purple, the opposite of purple is red. Or no, the opposite of purple is yellow. So, I mean, yellow's not a bad idea, but it'd have to be like a dirty yellow. Just because the way I have these primed, the yellow's not going to show up great. And even then, purple, green, yeah, red would kind of do it. Okay, let's see. They'll all be different. There's nothing saying I can't. Green Goblin glider with intakes. What color is a Green Goblin glider? I know what color the Green Goblin is, but I never looked at his each a different color like Power Rangers. Yeah, I like the purple. I like the purple. They're not the purple. But, God, I can't even say colors. Dark green. Okay, let's do dark green. I got a dark green somewhere. Somewhere. God, and all this mess I have going on. It's called Absolution Green. It's kind of like the green that they would use for Dark Angel. So it's a hunter green, if I could find it. One of these days I will organize my paint, but that day is not today. Oh, let's say it's over here. Where did I see that at? Yeah, black, red, orange jeans. Okay, no. Are you over here? No. There it is. Ha! God, it's been there so long the ball was stuck. There we go. Absolution green. So we'll do like the guns, the gun housings, the engine housing green, and then we'll do the tips. We'll do the intakes orange because I think that sounds fun. All right, let's get right in there. Wah. Wah. Now this is where I'm going. I should have not glued these together. Yeah, like the Tactical Titan from the Human Defense Force. That's a pretty good point level for a Titan. But of course, you know, Titan lords, they got to be extra. Mr. I am the biggest and the best. NKY, North Kentucky? Hey, that's fine. The only fight was fun. And, did a little, well, we've done 2 sequels to it so far. Northern Kentucky. I mean, one of these days, I'm not quite successful enough to go on road trips for YouTube yet, or to go on road trips for OPR. One of these days. Oh, anyone who's a member and saw the video that I put up, I think it was yesterday or I put up Sunday. The Onis were in that one, and I got things so wrong in that game. It was comical how bad I got that game. So, when you see that, don't take that one seriously. Yeah, one of these days I'd love to travel to go around just to play OPR with a bunch of people. But, you know, life. Still need the day job for now. Life gets in the way, yeah. Good evening. Oh hell yeah. You know, I gotta work on my tag my tag game or something for my videos because that phone over there doesn't have any Google account on it. So I was like, I wonder if I search One Page Rules or Grimdark Future, where I'm gonna be on there because just thinking I have such a volume of videos now. Man, I don't show up till like a long way down the page. So there's something I gotta work on. Something I don't know that I'm doing wrong. Yeah, I could definitely tell. Like, there's a couple videos I have that are within like the first 15, 20 of the top, and I can definitely tell which ones they are because they have a lot more views than other stuff. Howdy. Do I need to start using clickbait titles? Put my face on there looking all disgusted. Ugh. Is that how we get views now? I don't know. I'm not complaining. It's just something I got to think about. Well, it's kind of both. Their shooting units put out a lot of shots. It's a lot of like light shots, a lot of poison shots. And then their melee stuff is designed to be a glass cannon that, when it works, there's going to be nothing left to fight back. Huh. I guess so. God, look at the engines on this one. So I need to make shorter videos. But I don't want to make shorter videos. randomly scrolling through Reddit, I found that there was a YouTube subreddit, and I looked at one. I didn't like sub to it, but now, of course, it comes up all the time whenever I'm scrolling. And a lot of those people are just like, just do shorts. I want to do shorts. Use arrows pointing anywhere. This one trick. Yeah, it's funny. The MS Paint's video that he just did about Battlefield Gothic. It's like, this box has been sealed for 28 years. I'm like, I know, I was there. I played it. So I haven't clicked on it, but by God, it keeps showing up on my feed. Wait, I have a child. I must put him to work. Like, Evan, come here and make a goofy face. You're gonna be my thumbnail. That'd be terrible. I wouldn't do that. Oh, damn it! I got green. I got green everywhere. Ugh. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. We're making progress. Oh, that Titan Lord game. You activated 3 times in 4 turns. Which Titan Lord game are you talking about? Because if you're talking about like the Titan Lord video, well, that was something special. This army is nuts. It's all made out of peanuts. I lost. Yes, I play Titan Lord. You'll never believe that I. Yeah. That's right. If your opponent has a peanut allergy and they can't complete the game, you win, right? My opponent went into anaphylactic shock and they didn't have an EpiPen. Oops, looks like they lose. Space squirrels confirmed. Weren't Titan Lords like super big bad boys in Warhammer? You must eat that model. The Imperial Knights, sometimes they're good. Just like with every Warhammer army, sometimes depending on what they want to sell, they change the rules to make something good. But as far as bad boys, I mean, there's chaos versions of them, I guess. That would be cool. If you kill something in close combat, you pick it up and throw it. Yeah. Yeah, especially the ones that have tons of guns on them. Let me engage like 4 targets. We will see what they come up with. Ugh. You can't. No, the way the rule is now is that you have to split full weapons, so you can't like split half of like a heavy machine gun's firepower, and you're only allowed to split up to 2 targets. Yeah, I like having multi-charge just in a. I would like it if the game just let you multi-charge in general. Because, like, if someone has their stuff all stacked up close together, that's just a risk you should take. A risk that should happen. And then, whatever's left out of both of those squads can fight back. So it's kind of like a double-edged whammy. Big money, no whammy moment. It's still wet under there. Let's go back here. Should I do their helmets orange too, just to kind of pull it together from top to bottom? Make it look like Pumpkinhead. You won't. God, that phrase got me into so much trouble in high school. You won't do it. Oh, yeah, watch this. Ha! Uh-oh. This is Fire Giant Orange. It's the only orange I have in speed paints. I guess he's got some head back there I missed. Okay, well, we're almost done for the night, and then I'll go back. There's going to be a whole lot more work to do for these guys. I am just so far ahead, I've been able to do these guys for like 2 weeks in a row for painting. That's interesting looking. I did do the strawberry flavor Kopesh. God. So what happens during a 6-hour stream is I get a little loopy. I'll do that different colors there. These are from Edge Miniatures. Yeah, he's got a lot of cool stuff when it comes to like dark elves, and I think he calls these the void elves or the cursed elves. Well, he's got two lines. One's the void elves, one's the cursed elves. I think the void elves are like his take on the regular Craftworld elves. But even they are a little spiky. Curses is dark. Okay. Yeah, I knew he had both. I didn't know which way he named them. And this one will do this. Well, they're supposed to be an OPR. They are the Dark Elf Raiders, and these are hoverboard riders. So I'm taking 2 big squads of 10 of these. They have back there somewhere. The 2 I have without helmets are going to be the unit leaders. These are Dark Spouses, giving the whole unit AP +1 in melee. Then the same thing with my squad of Joker Witches, AP +1 in melee. Here's their squad leader. And two heavy jet bikes that will be carrying the witches. And that's the whole list. We'll see how it works. But that's nice. See, one of these days, I would love to be able to like stream a game on a weekend, like where I normally have like a Saturday video. Just do, yeah, just tell the pilot to duck. Yeah, just do a live stream out there. Try to watch our language, the stuff I normally edit out. Because people have been saying they like the banter that we have now that we're out there. But sometimes it just gets mean. So I gotta edit that stuff out. The tech elves. Okay. Well, Nurgle Rider, thanks for joining, but we are right about at the end of it. Yeah. Actually, we are at the end of it here. We are 11:06. The banter was a great addition. Mean banter might be even better. Well, we did a Gators, which haven't come out yet. And I think next week is the Gators for Age of Fantasy. I did a whole army with just Gators and snake swarms. And I called those my special forces sneaky snakes because they all had ambush. But We had Grave and Dark, heckling our own players. But we had the Gators, and then we had the Onis. So it was bad Cajun accent versus me doing really really bad Japanese accent. I gave up halfway through, and yeah, it got a little heated. Mostly because I flubbed the rules so bad. What I did, I'll just give you a little insight. Something I had to put in there in the I had to explain it on the screen. I had to type this out. I gave all of the Gator champions ferocious, which gives the squad +1 to hit. That's fine, cool. All the Gators hit on 3. Well, what I did when I wrote the list down, when I wrote down the list to take out to the garage, I accidentally misspelled ferocious as furious. So I knew the Gators hit on 3 because of the rule. But then he says, but the sheet says furious. I'm like, oh crap, they got furious too. On top of the predator they get. Things got nutty. At one point I'm like holding dice like this going, oh god. But that is a story for another day that you guys will be seeing on video soon. Tomorrow is going to be the game 1 I had for the Nexus Intergalactic Open. Let me put it up here so you guys can see what I'm fiddling with. Game 1 of the Nexus Intergalactic Open, where I played against the Human Defense Force Competitive Redesign. Yeah, +1 and Furious, they are roughly similar in stats, but they have +1 and Furious and Predator. So, like I said, things got nutty. Let's see. Then I have on Wednesday is going to be the revised for 2025 OPR Grimdark Future tier list. Yeah. That would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, West is the one. He's playing all the war demons, right? I've been looking at those lists going, oh no. Me and my deck of orcs aren't going to be able to handle something there. But it should be interesting. What else I got here? Gators on the weekend. Robot Legions next weekend. Yep, the big stompy demon list, though. I can't wait. The orcs only need shooty. Oh, I got extra shooty on the orcs. Don't you worry. Yep, tier list. And the tier list is 60-40 on how serious it is. It's a serious tier list, but the reasons why we gave where they sit on the tier list are completely our own. Why they sit there. Like there's going to be people that could argue. There's going to be people that could argue with every point that we make in the video, but you'll see. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for me tonight. It is time for me to go to bed to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to go ahead and call it here. Another painting stream on Thursday. These guys are definitely not going to be done. We'll probably go to the next step. I'll do most of them up to this point, and then the next steps we'll do. So, I hope you guys are having fun playing OPR wherever you are. We'll talk with you later. Bye-bye.